everyone, Shiny Sephiroth here with an X-War win. And unfortunately, I was not able to beat the fourth team until I tried the trial for Winterlord. So I was already planning on getting that character, but now I feel a little like, I'm really afraid of moving forward in X-War and then having to drop her and then, you know, being stuck in a place that I'm technically not strong enough to be. But oh well, here we go. So this one was the obvious fight to have the Ivy team, the control team. Really need to get that light under control. And yeah, even though she dies really easy early on, if we don't control that early on and stop them from the, oh, sorry, my boy's screaming for some reason. Yeah, so if we don't control that early on, then light just decimates the whole party within the first round. It's crazy. I could technically try to beef up this team to be stronger, to withstand a little bit more, but for everything I do that I put for defense on this team, that stops me from being able to you know, move ahead in other teams because they need that defense, so you have to distribute wisely. So let's go ahead and go here. This is the first time, not the first, but it's close to it. There are not many times wherein this team only has like one or two people left. The majority of the time, everyone survives, but you know, the RNG was such that in this one, I believe only Godslayer makes it out toward the end. So, yeah, like I've said in other times, this is one of those opportunities for us to see worst case scenario. This team used to have Cupid on it, but I had to move the Cupid to team number 4 because just team number 4 was really needing the help. Oh, and come to think of it, I then swapped Cupid out for Winterlord. So I guess this team would have really benefited from Cupid being on it again. Well, next time. So this is my junior control team, partially because it doesn't have Giles on it or Mechanical Queen Wasp, whatever you want to call that that ship, and also Zeus is only at Transcend ++. So but I mean, between Zeus and Alpha doing traditional control, as well as Paladin doing her ISO move wherein she locks somebody to only fight her and stops them from using their ult, and Pierre either silencing them or just taking away their ult buildup. They essentially are like pseudo control people, and so we get a bit of a control in this fight. So it's very, I mean, this was the best setup that I could get without putting team number 1 at risk and taking out Ivy there. And this team, they perfectly complement each other. We have Zeus and Alpha really pounding in that control. Yi and Paladin helping with the defense and doing their pseudo control that I mentioned. And then you have Forest Dancer just doing her passive attack and pounding away with the occasional sweep from Pierre. And then when he hits with his giant tentacle Kraken attack, that I mean, if you've really invested skill damage into Pierre, he actually can hit like a truck. So let's go ahead and do the last one. Let me make sure. Yeah, the last one. This one was nearly impossible for my personal team composition and what I've invested in because I didn't have the depth to, I mean, it was so frustrating too. Time after time after time. Every single person would be down to a sliver of HP. But I didn't have quite the oomph to push it through until I started the trial for Winterlord. And I did it twice with her and it wasn't working, so I had to move some things around and put her in the front row and try to save Laura and Indira in the back row to make sure that they survived long enough. Oh, and then also I had to put Winterlord in the front row to make sure that Jane was in the back row to boost up Laura and Indira. Yeah, so there we have that. Let's go ahead and look at the team composition. But first, yay for us! We made it past level 25, and we got some little boots there. And let's go ahead and go really quickly through all of this stuff here that we've got going on. Oh, dang. So what do they recommend for her? Damage, immune, and crit resistance. So, and effect, yeah. So that is something I've noticed as well, both in Galaxy Temple and just testing her out a little bit. She's really squishy. So that makes a lot of sense that they would give her damage, immune. Oh yeah, let's see what they recommend. Oh, for Styx, they recommend that. For talents, I set these. They might not be the best talents for her, but that's what I have set up. And relics. So we got a whole set of 19 out of 19, or 18 out of 18. Let's go ahead and go here, bam. I'm just gonna breeze through these without saying anything, so I'll probably even, oh, and yes, I did put it on Shadow Ambush to amplify her hitting, because a lot of the heavy hitters on that last team were mages or support, things like that. And you'll see the same thing with Indira. And that'll be the enemy talking. I'll go ahead and fast forward this part of the video so that we can blast through it pretty quickly. All right, there you have it. Please remember to go ahead and reduce the speed if you need to go through all of that. Trying to video go by a little bit quicker. But after everything, thank you so much for being a part of this and celebrating this win with us. Very excited. Thank you for being a part of this channel, you veteran pigeons, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!